Rio +20 is where decisions on the future of our planet, our economies, and our livelihoods for the next 10 or 20 years are going to be made. The world we live in today is not sustainable socially, economically, and environmentally. At Rio, world leaders need to renew their political commitments for sustainable development and adopt an ambitious and yet practical outcome that equals the magnitude of today's challenges. Member states need to renew political commitment for sustainable development. This means reaffirming the principles agreed 20 years ago, the year in 1992, and committing to honor them going forward. A critical issue in the discussion is certainly a green economy in the context of sustainable development and poverty eradication. A green economy can be an important pathway to sustainable development, but it is vital that each country need the policy space to pursue its own green economy path. It is also important that countries agree that the green economy will not become a new barrier to trade or source of aid conditionalities. We all agree there is no one-size-fits-all approach. We hope the conference will adopt a focused political document building on the Rio principles, Agenda 21, and Johannesburg Plan of Implementation. Rio must have an action document with clear steps forward that defines the implementation agenda for the next 10 or 20 years. So far, we have noted a broad and enthusiastic support for Sustainable Development Goals, for SDG for short. These SDGs would complement the MDGs, and they would be universal and measurable. In this regard, I am pleased to see that member states are committed to a high-level ambition for Rio, anchored on action. Naturally, there are differences in what should be agreed to at Rio, because the subjects and the discussions are so complex, it's understandable. There are differences in how to advance the green economy in the context of sustainable development and poverty eradication, and also there are differences in the institutional framework, means of implementation. However, all countries are aware that the opportunities presented by Rio to master the political will and set the global agenda on sustainable development cannot go to waste, because we cannot afford to waste it. So I'm optimistic. I cannot afford to be otherwise. The future of our planet is at stake. The survival of the mankind is at stake.